See here, absorption of food. Anand Shankar, Harsh Ranjan, Akriti Bhatt. Anybody else? Anybody else is there? Reply. Only 4 students. See, after complete digestion, the soluble food gets absorbed in the small intestine through minute finger-like projections called villi. See here, our small intestine. Pay attention, all of you. The small intestine This is small intestine. The small intestine has finger-like projections. Small intestine has finger-like projections. These are called villi. And what is their function? Whenever the food enters small intestine, these villi absorb the nutrient because villi contain blood vessels. What does the villi contain? Blood vessels. Whatever your food, the food gets broken down to small particles. Pay attention. The food gets broken down to small particles. These small particles are absorbed by blood vessels present in the villi. After complete digestion, the soluble food gets absorbed in the small intestine through minute finger-like projections called villi present on the inner lining of small intestine. The villi are richly supplied with blood vessels or capillaries. These villi are richly supplied with blood vessels or capillaries. These will increase the surface area of the intestine. Pay attention. What is the role of villi? These villi, they increase surface area. Villi increase surface area for absorption of food particles. Villis increase the surface area of intestine for absorption of digested food. Also, the walls of small intestine have numerous folds. They are folded. You can see they are folded. These folds increase folded here like this. First of all, this small intestine is coiled like this, and inside that also we have finger-like projections called villi. Finger-like projections called villi. These villi are lined with blood vessels. These blood vessels absorb the nutrients. These blood vessels absorb the nutrients. Then villi are richly supplied with blood vessels or capillaries. These will increase the surface area of the intestine for absorption of digested food. Now the digested food particles, you tell me what these digested food particles will pass into the blood, and from blood they will reach each and every cell of the body. The digested food particles will be absorbed in the blood, and these digested food, with the help of blood, they will be carried to each and every cell of the body. Then assimilation. Next step is after digestion of food, after this food is absorbed in the villi, after the food is absorbed in villi, the villi will transport the digested food through blood to each and every cell of the body, and this digested food will be burnt by oxygen. And after the food is burnt, what is produced? All of you reply. After the food is burnt, what is produced? Once the food is burnt, it produces energy. It produces energy. This process is assimilation. Listen here. The absorbed nutrients are carried to different parts of the body through blood. The nutrients that are absorbed in the blood, they are carried to different parts of the body through blood for utilization and production of energy. This energy is produced after the food is oxidized with the help of oxygen, glucose, and combining with oxygen through respiratory system. When the glucose will combine with oxygen, it will produce energy. Fatty acids and glycerol are stored in the body under skin as energy reserves. What is stored in the skin? Fatty acids and glycerol. Fatty acids and glycerol are stored in the body under the skin as energy reserves. Amino acids. Last time I told you what is protein made up of. All of you tell me what is protein made up of. All of you reply what is protein made up of. Reply everybody what is protein made up of. Reply quickly what is protein made up of. Protein is made up of amino acid. You have written amino acid, Arpita, that is amino acid, AMINO amino acid. Then proteins are made up of smaller units called amino acids, yes. And fatty acids and glycerol are stored in body under skin as energy reserves. Amino acids are utilized for growth and repair of the body. Amino acids are utilized. Amino acids are what? Utilized for growth and repair of the body. Then you have large intestine. Assimilation of food. See here, Dr. William Baymount, know your scientist. Dr. William Baymount was known as father of gastric physiology after interesting research he conducted on human digestion. See, Dr. Baymount, known as father of gastric physiology, he has conducted an interesting research on human digestion. Dr. William had conducted various experiments to know more about our digestion process. He was able to notice that there was a direct link between mood and digestion. Say here, mood and digestion means what? If your mood is very good, if your mood is very good, you are very happy, you can digest any food. But if your mood is not good, will you like to digest any food? Will your body will digest any food? Tell me. If your mood is not good, you are angry, very sad, you like to eat any food, then. So that was his research was relation between mood and digestion. If your mood is good, digestion will be good. Then see, large intestine, the undigested, the unabsorbed food is passed to large intestine. Whatever food, pay attention. Whatever food is not digested, that is waste material, that is sent after the small intestine. Food will be sent to which intestine? Large intestine. First food comes in stomach, then small intestine, and finally it will be sent to large intestine. The undigested and unabsorbed food is passed to the large intestine. It is 1.5-meter long tube. This much big long tube is there. 1.5-meter long tube that absorbs water and necessary salts. What is the role of large intestine? Large intestine will absorb, pay attention, large intestine will absorb water and necessary salts from food. Large intestine will absorb water and necessary salts from undigested food. Large intestine will absorb what? Water and necessary salts from undigested food. And keep in mind, if somebody asks you, does digestion takes place in large intestine? What will be the answer? Does digestion takes place in large intestine? Yes or no? All of you reply. Does digestion takes place in large intestine? Intestine. What is the function of large intestine then? Then reply all of you. What is the function of large intestine? What is the function of large intestine? Function of large intestine is that it absorbs water, function, water and necessary salts from the food. Akshat Rao, your answer is also correct. Large intestine. Large intestine has three functions: absorbing water and electrolytes, producing and absorbing vitamins, forming and propelling feces. Feces spelling is wrong, Akshatras, towards the rectum for elimination. Then, now Vaibhav Raj. Say here the remaining part of the food is pushed into the rectum. Remaining food is the undigested food is sent to the rectum. The solid waste is stored in the rectum. Solid waste is stored in the rectum in the form of feces and expelled from the body through the anus by the process called defecation. What is the process of removing waste material? That is called defecation. Read all of your large intestine. Any doubt is there? Here, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. That secretes bile juice. What secretes bile juice? Reply all of you. Which organ secretes bile juice? Liver. Which organ secretes bile juice? Liver. The organ that stores bile juice. The organ that stores bile juice. The wavy movement that pushes the food into the next organ of the digestive system is called what? Peristalsis. That is called peristalsis. The length of small intestine is approximately 6 meter. 6 meter in length. Then the food is completely digested in. Food is digested where? Small intestine. I'm telling again. First, write down. Liver secretes bile juice. The organ that stores bile juice, gallbladder, wavy movement. That food. Has anyone doubt up to here? Has anyone any doubt up to here? Then nutrition in ruminants. Human cannot digest cellulose present in grass and leaves, but animals such as cow, deer, goats, sheep. What is cellulose? What do you mean by cellulose? All of you reply. What is cellulose? Anybody? What is cellulose? What is cellulose? Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate. Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate that is found in the cell wall. Complex is your cellulose is a complex carbohydrate that is found in plant cell trees. We cannot digest grass because grass contains cellulose, but grass is easily digested by your cows, goats, buffaloes because see these cows, goats, buffalo they can digest cellulose with the help of bacteria. A special bacteria is present. Pay attention. Special bacteria is present which help them to digest cellulose. These animals are called ruminants. Animals that digest cellulose special bacteria they are called ruminants. What ruminants? All of you reply. Now, second. Who are ruminants? Reply. उसका कंप्यूटर का कुछ नहीं है इसको कंप्यूटर लगाया नहीं है कंप्यूटर का कुछ नहीं है इसको कंप्यूटर लगाया नहीं है तो भी आ जाता है क्या नहीं आता चलो टाइम में इसका भी हो जाएगा इसका भी हो जाएगा जब तुमको बुलाइए इसका भी हो जाएगा ना Over the next the stomach in ruminants is divided into four chambers. The first three chambers Rumen, the largest chamber, reticulum, and omasum act as a food pipe, whereas the fourth chamber, abomasum, is true stomach. Ruminants have how many chambers? The stomach of ruminants is divided. The stomach of ruminants is divided into how many chambers? Reply all of you. The stomach of ruminants is divided into how many chambers? All of you reply. The stomach of ruminants is divided into how many chambers? Reply quickly. 4 chambers. Stomach of ruminants is divided into 4 chambers. The first 3 chambers, that is rumen. Rumen is the largest chamber, then reticulum. Rumen is the largest chamber, then comes reticulum, then is omasum. Omasum acts as a pipe. Omasum acts as a pipe, and the large chamber, abomasum, is the true stomach. Abomasum is true stomach. These animals are adapted to digest cellulose. These animals are adapted to digest cellulose with the help of 4-chambered stomach. They are adapted to digest cellulose with the help of how many stomach or how many chambers? These animals are adapted to digest cellulose with the help of how many chambers? 4 chambers. The digestion in these animals takes place in 2 steps. All of you read this nutrition in ruminants. All of you read this nutrition in ruminants. Read this nutrition in ruminants. And you have to draw this diagram in your biopractical. All this food pipe, this stomach, small intestine, large intestine, then liver, then diagram of the ruminants you have to draw in your biology practical. Are you getting this digestive system of ruminant? Small intestine, large intestine, esophagus, abomasum, omasum, reticulum, and rumen. Will you do homework? Reply all of you. Those who will do homework, reply. Only Anand Sankar will do, others will not do.